Hello everybody, welcome to another Lighting a Match video for the month of May. So today we're burning some pretty heavy fuels, and I thought I would just capture on camera kind of how explosive they can be down here in the south. This is only a 2-year rough, so this has had 2 years to grow, and you can see how tall it is. So this is probably, these palmettos are probably shoulder height right there. Today is going to be in the high 80s. We have a low RH of in the mid 40s, but you can see we've burned over a lot of this stuff already. Just backing it through. You can see some of these trees. Everything's still nice and green. But we are burning this heavy stuff in May, so it is, you know, I have a lot of landowners that are concerned about burning later in the year. But, you know, I tell them we burn all the way up to pretty much the beginning of July. And I thought this was a great example of, even in the pretty much the heaviest fuels we have out here, you can still accomplish a burn pretty safely. These aren't even longleaf even, these are loblolly trees, and they're doing just fine. Ignition pattern is where you can see that I'm on the brake here. You can see we've burned everything on this side. Haven't burned anything on this side yet. So you can see our brake comes here. You know, that brake goes all the way down. So we're letting that fire back through here, and then see our back end fire here. And it looks far in this video, but it's really just like a chain. Now we're putting dots, chain apart, all the way across, parallel with this backing fire. You can see our backing fire line, the smoke line, all the way up through there. This is the chunk that's been unburned. And then we have some dots. You put a dot there, there, maybe there, and you see one way down there. And then beyond that you can't even see because it's this GoPro zoom is so bad. But then we stack the dots, so you pretty much wait for this fire to start igniting so you can tell where the dot is. You send another igniter behind it and try to stack the dots exactly on top of each other. That way when there's two, you know, you're lighting a head fire, and when it runs with the wind, it'll hit this black from this dot and slow down. Then this one will run up and hit that black right there, and that will help burn it a lot cooler than if you just took a drip torch and stripped it all the way parallel, just putting wide spaced out dots. Let them slowly expand until they run into some black. That's what we're doing this month. We're out here burning. We've had a very good burn season so far, and we're gonna keep burning into the summer until our crew and techs leave. And then we have a couple ponds and stuff that we might burn later in the year when it dries out. So this video is basically just made to show that, hey, you can burn late in the year, and not only can you burn late into the year, but you can burn in some pretty heavy fuels safely and accomplish some really nice results. This should really knock back hopefully a lot of this gallberry and palmetto eventually, which sometimes this stuff is kind of hard to kill with fire, and it might even be easier to come back and spray with herbicide. But there is a few rare and endangered plants in this particular tract, so they don't want to use herbicide because you don't want to kill those endangered plants. We're managing this one just purely with fire, and I'm gonna get down and move around to the other fire break, and we will see you guys next month.